if you want to create a life, then you should make it the best. Hello lovers, I'm Liana. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a relationship and marriage expert. I advise entrepreneurs how to build and how to revolutionize their marriage and their relationship and take the sex life to the next level. Today, I want to talk to you about children. And is it important to have kids when you get married or at all? So, let's get to it. Having kids and having children, and a lot of people find it is a beautiful thing to have a family with the person that you love and to be able to create life. And it's just such a beautiful thing that many people doing it. But however, I know a lot of people, they felt like obligated to have a kid right after they get married, just because that is how a culture or how their family raised them and how society told them to do. Having children, it shouldn't be an obligation. It shouldn't be something that you have to do. If you feel like you don't want children, you don't want to have kids, why would you want to create a life that you don't want it to be there? And then in the end, your kid might not don't like you just because you treat them so badly, just because of the decision that it was so obligated for you to have children. When you have children, if you are not mentally and financially ready, you won't be able to raise a child right. When you're not mentally ready to have a child, you won't be able to prepare for what's coming next. When you get pregnant, you're gonna be going through so many things. You're gonna be in a roller coaster of emotion, and your partner that's not pregnant, they're gonna feel the same thing as well because they have to help you through all of it. And if you both are not ready for a child, you have to go through that together. It can bring a tremendous amount of stress into your relationship. When you're not ready, when you and your partner are not ready to have a kid, you will be very confused. You feel like you are trapped in this forever. And you feel like you can't get out of it anymore. And you feel like, why do I have to do this? And it will just make the relationship grow apart. A lot of people think that, oh, when I get married, I must have kids with my partner or else my partner will leave me. That's not the case at all. Some of the case, the partner leave because the other person was not having the same interest that they want a kid. So that's why it broke. But if you both don't want to have kids, you have no obligation to be able to you have no obligation to have a kid, because you have a choice to do what you want. You have a choice of being whoever you want. And I have seen many couples that don't have kids and they grew all together and they have stayed happily married for years. And when that happens, people may ask them, aren't you feel sad not to have kids? No. If someone asks you that, that's a problem. Why do you need a kid to entertain you? Why do you need a kid, a children, an extra person, just to make you feel more loved, feel more connected? Isn't that your partner is there for you already? Isn't that your partner is there to love you, support you, and care about you? You are family with your partner too. You don't need something that related to you, blood related to you, DNA, to feel that connection with you. A lot of couples, they get married and then they have kids. When they weren't able to have kids, they grew apart because they just not truly happy with the partner and they wanted to use the kid as an excuse to stay together and to bring this marriage together again. But deep down inside, they know it's not going to work. To bring a kid to creation of life without you knowing how to love the other person, how are you going to practice that on your kid? How are you going to show your kid that how to find the right partner for them in the future if you're not showing it yourself? Kids, they learn it from their parents. They learn it from people around them. And you as a parent is their model, is something that they look up, is someone that they look up, is someone that they follow the lead because you were the one that were there for them since they were born. So if you don't have a happy marriage with your partner, how are you going to expect them to have a happy relationship, marriage with someone else later on in life? In a rare case, they might find someone that loves them and support them and care for them, but however, they will tend to find someone that how their parents act. So if you're not mentally ready for the kid and to have kids, and if you're not mentally, both you, not to have kids, then don't have kids, because it will only make all of you miserable later in life. When you're not financially ready for your kids, you won't be able to bring in the best thing ever for your kid. When you give birth to a kid, won't you want the best thing for your kid? So if you're not financially ready, why don't you wait just a little bit? Why do you need to have a kid right away? Just fill out that void that you're lonely. If you're not financially, then go do something that you love, make money, and be ready financially for your kids, and make sure that your kids have the best food, have the best education, have the best of everything that your kid deserves to have. As a parent, as a person, I don't have kids, and we're not planning to have kids. And if we do, we want to be ready, and we want to be mentally and financially ready for our kid in the future. But right now, we are not, none of that. We're not mentally ready for it. We're not financially for having a kid either. So right now, we are extremely happy with each other. We don't need another kid or another person just to create this life that related to us, just to fill in the void, because there's nothing to fill in the void here in our relationship. We will be able to have fun with other people. We'll be able to have dating other people if we want to. So kids is just not our priority, and we just know that. So is it important to have kids when you get married or even before you get married? No, it's not important. If you're not ready, you're not going to be ready to have kids. You might think that, oh, I'm not ready now, but I will be ready when I give birth to my kid. How are you going to be ready for that? How are you going to be ready mentally for that without being ready mentally before? When you give birth to a kid, do you know how hard it is to take care of an infant? You know how hard it is to take care of your kid the first 5 years? It's the most important years of the kid's life, to learn everything, to be able to understand everything. And you're not ready for that, you will be only making yourself miserable. So make a good, wise decision when it comes to children. Talk about it with your partner. Make sure that you and your partner are in the same page, that you both want to have kids, and that you're ready financially and mentally for your kids, so that your kids can have a happy family with them and can be have the best education, have the best food, have best everything. Because that's honestly that I feel like if you want to create a life, then you should make it the best. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button. And if you have any problem, please comment down below, and we'll love to help you out. And if you like my content, please click the subscribe button. I post video every week, 3 days per week, about relationship and marriage advice. Thank you again, and see you again next time. Bye!